ठीक है इतना सर, यहाँ ही था। अब इसको stop.
And the fundamentals of the subject. The course will give an exposure to the computational design and simulation of photonic crystals and metamaterials also. We have planned
as applications, and so I can share a small story with you that recently 2 years ago I was visiting an university and they had showed me
everywhere. People are actually lost in the buzz
on this wonderful morning, and I welcome all of you to this great workshop. Professor Tapola Hari, our Dean, Academy and Research, has spoken a very interesting philosophical issue and has reduced my responsibility and burden in delivering this particular talk. I'm very thankful to Dr. Ratan K. Saha, who has welcomed all of you so heartily to this program. I congratulate Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari and Dr. Pramod Kumar to have conceived such a wonderful frontier area subject for this ATAL faculty development program. It is interesting. Now, when Dr. Akhilesh Tiwari mentioned that I should be participating in this inauguration, I was little hesitant for the first time because I did not know anything about this area. Surely, when I did not know anything about the area, when I myself could be the right person to learn, then I was feeling that I should not be the right person to get associated with the inauguration.
I think you should share your full screen instead of sharing the single
okay,
window.
particular screen. Okay, I'll try again.
entire screen, sir. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think now it's working.
Yes, yes, now it is working, sir.
Sorry, please stop me whenever there is a technical glitch or some problem. Thanks to the person who has warned me.
Yes, yes.
So basically, this glossary I have already discussed. These are the particular terms which I was discussing just before, and these are the historical papers. Basically, the two papers which came in 1987 and later on in 1990 some computational demonstration, and 1991 some experimental demonstration of photonic bandgap by Yablonovich, and 1994 some experimental observation of laser paint people suggested, and after that there are certain different labs who have tried to build photonic crystals with the different structures like wood coil structure and some other demonstrations. So this is the history of historical background of the subjects. I have not made it after 2002 because after 2002 it has been exponentially increased, and the thousands of paper came, and people have started working in different aspects of this particular subjects, and the materials initially which were people were working on a dielectric material, but now people have started working on all kind of semiconductor materials, because the semiconductor materials were the industrial materials which were very common at that time, and because the materials were very common and industrially available and very cheap also, so people started using the silicon and the silicon dioxide as a
to heat them at high temperature in order to do a splicing, and then followed by that you have to splice, and then again you have to do some sort of joining some single mode fiber. Now, if you can properly heat these area suitably, then you are going to trap these air holes which are part of air holes which are part of the hollow core fiber. You can trap that to form a micro cavity or micro air cavity. We called it as a MAC, micro air cavity, and for which the length LA and LB can be tuned. We can control the length LA and LB. Now, why we are interested to control the length LA and LB? Please see in this diagram. So suppose if light is being reflected from front end of the cavity, micro MAC, which is I1, and it reflects from the second end of the cavity, which is I2, and these two interfere. So if you can tune this D, which will be basically is related to LA and LB, if you can tune this, then basically you change lambda, therefore you change the intensity. And if you want to monitor a strain, which is given by some lambda z by mu times epsilon z, which is the strain along the z direction, then the whole idea is you are able to correlate by tuning this D, you are able to correlate the strain. Now, this is the idea on which we worked, and you can see that we get a very nice interference pattern again over broad wavelength range. In the next slide, I will show you that you say that what are the parameters of major and minor axis you want or is your requirement, depending upon what strain or some other parameter you want to monitor, and therefore we say it as a MAC on demand. Now, this is what is the MAC on demand. So we go from all the way from 10 micron to 14 micron, 60 micron to 105 micron, 30 micron. You see that all different diameter can be created. All different diameter can be created. So this is what we called as a MAC on demand. So one can create any number as per the choice. One can create any number as per the choice.
So I hope you have already submitted and answered a lot of questions, and really it was very nice to see everyone has answered most of the questions. So now we are going to give you some 5 to 10 questions, and we'll send you very soon. I think before 3 o'clock. It is just for the evaluation purpose, which has been suggested by ATAL Academy. So it is for your certificate purpose, because it has been written that those who have got the 80% of attendance and 60% marks, they will provide the certificate, and which is a automatic one. Means I have to submit these two things, attendance and marks, and after that you have to fill the feedback form on your account, and whenever you fill the feedback, then you will get the certificate. So these are all some automatic kind of thing. So okay, so we will meet again at 3 o'clock for your feedback and marks, and see you at that particular moment for have some one-to-one interaction, I hope. So it will be an objective type examination. We have prepared some questions from the bank of questions which we have already sent, I hope. So it's a multiple choice question, don't worry. So I hope it's a kind of enjoying for you. It is not a kind of worry, so you should enjoy, I think. Okay, so thanks to all of you, and we will see at 3 o'clock here again at this particular platform.
Sure, sir.
पॉज कर दूंगे अब फास्ट इसमें हमारी आवाज कुछ नहीं जाएगी अच्छा तो स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड करेगा बस अच्छा जितना भगा सकते हैं
that mandate, the cult is immensely valuable most of the time. From the system of yoga.
Now for the third step. Slowly breathe out.
You are directly experiencing via all your in the books but
बस इतना काफी है।
बंद करें, कहाँ से
ऊपर ले जाइए सर, माउस स्टॉप। हाँ